Hello, good morning. My name is Ralf Friedrichs. I'm an author and addiction recovery coach, life coach, and host of this show, To Take Your Life Back Today, a radio show in combination with the YouTube video version on channel Take Your Life Back Today show. This video on my mother's anniversary, a video to my mother in heaven, like the song that's up there. Mama, you are a beautiful song. Dear Mama, I miss you. I wish you were here. I can tell you you're a mama that's irreplaceable for any child. When a mama dies, her child is no longer whole. The loss makes it hard to breathe. That child fails in the wind like a cottonwood seed, a piece of fluff that gets knocked about the world by the wind. Sometimes I landed on solid ground. Sometimes I landed on the pond and almost drowned. But, Mama, I'm still here. I survived without you, and we miss you. In the 3 years today, after your death, my dreams plagued me, whether they were about your death or when they fooled me into thinking that you were still alive. The waking up and again remembering you were gone was the hardest point of each day. Know that you are missed more than words could ever say. By all of us, Mama. I felt your absence every single day of my life since you were tragically stolen from us. I fell into a never-ending well of agony after you died. I dwelled there for the last 3 years with sadness in my veins alongside my blood. The blood became rough and scraped up my heart. Sadness leads me crawling through my days. I tell you this, Mama, not to make you sad, but to let you know how much of an impact losing you had personally in my life. I did many things to make time go by. I gave up many things right before you died, and I'm sure you made you proud. But somehow, with you gone, it doesn't matter right now. I just wish you were here. The joy of you not being here is gone. I searched things to myself. I had good friends who helped me, distracted me throughout the last 3 years. I had the rest of my family too to give me and my family support. Even every time I look at your picture, I think to myself how I wish I could change things, how I wish I could have taken your place that day. To say that we are all sad without you is an understatement. We can never forget you. A part of me is still lost, and I'm wondering if that part will ever come back. Maybe that peace is in heaven with you, and someday you can put it back in me, and I will be whole again. One day, not long after you died, I found a card cradled in the back seat of my car. The card had a picture of Jesus on the front. It looked like an old card. Maybe you dropped it or left it there purposely. I wonder who put it there. Maybe you left it there for me to find. Or did it fall from heaven and you dropped it for me to find? Either way, I found it. Maybe God put it there. Or maybe a friend nestled it into the card to give me comfort. I still have that card. The words on that card were in Psalms 23. It was about comfort in the valley of death. I had to wonder if it was a sign from you that you are in heaven and happy. It made me cry hard, sharply splintered tears that ripped streaks from my eyes down to my toes, leaving the memories of that moment as scars. I used to go to the site where you were tragically taken from. Being that we moved to Virginia, I don't do that anymore. And I'm not sure I really want to ever again. I cried so many tears on May 31st, 2016. And every year since then, the loss of you brought me to writing. It was God, my spiritual counselor, and Casey, that encouraged me to write. I had to get it all out, and writing it down was the only way that worked. When I talked to others, they just didn't get it. They hadn't gone through what myself and my family had gone through with your tragic loss. I could always see it in their eyes that they felt my pain. They either felt bad for me in their eyes, or maybe pity of the suffering that I was doing or going through. They were so consumed by the pity that no real help came forth. I don't even know what would have helped at that particular time. Probably nothing. My world fell apart when you left. Sometimes I think of you now when I eat chocolate fudge cake. Do you remember your favorite? I focus on that because sometimes I'm so busy with all the things and I'm hungry, so I'll just have that cake. When I remember this perspective, I feel good. I feel like I'm near you. I feel more like you by eating that chocolate cake. I have learned how to be a good person. You were a fantastic mama. I know not everyone can say that about their mothers. I was lucky to have you, Mama. You were fantastic. You were awesome. You were loving. You were creative, giving, and kind. Now, as an adult, I understand how great you really were as a mature, sober adult. I learned to give to others and to be generous by watching you all those years. For the loss of you made me strong. I became an independent man who wanted to do it all on my own. I love that I became strong, but I hate that I had to lose you to become stronger. I hope and I pray that my children and grandchildren become strong. I hope and I pray they don't have to lose me to become that way. I will do my best to keep molding them, to give them tasks to make them strong in life. I don't want to leave them to strengthen them. There must be another way. I will find it. I often pray that you are able to know some of my joys. I hope you can know some small piece of my life. I wish you could have met our new grandchildren. And I wish you could have felt in your heart the excitement I had when I wrote my 3 books. You missed it all, but I'm hoping that someday I will see you and you will tell me that you were there with me throughout it all. You will tell me you sat in the church and watched me. I hope you will tell me you were able to see our grandchildren's faces when they burst into this world. How we could have shared laughter and snuggles and sadness together. But the laughter with these babies would have been blessed. They are all getting bigger each day. I hope you can see how they are growing. I am a lucky man, Mama. Lucky to have you, Mama, as much. Mama, I miss you. I thank you, Mama. I love you. With love, your son, Ralph.